1973. Tragedy and despair have struck Central Texas. A young college student named Maria Flores has seemingly vanished without a trace. She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago, but with no physical evidence, the investigation has stalled. With few leads and even less hope, Maria's younger sister Ana Flores and a group of her closest friends set out to find their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon discover. What awaited this group of youths was a nightmare beyond belief. The events surrounding Maria's disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes later known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Hello, fellow grave crawlers, and welcome to ZTV Games. I am Paiper Zombie, your host with you as always. And on today's episode, we are getting back into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I have a surprise. I know initially I said I was going to go ahead and jump directly into Leatherface, and then I was going to skip over Johnny. Now, why was I going to do that? Well, rather than go through the long drawn out story, I'll just show you. Let's go ahead and let's bring our boy in. Happy Saturday evening to everybody. Sorry for the late start. But alright, so we've seen everybody pretty much at this point. So we know what they all bring to the table, what they all have to offer. But what about Johnny? What does he does? Well, as we can see, it looks like his savagery starts off good. It looks like his blood harvesting is garbage. And it looks like his endurance is okay, but not bad. So, it's clear he's not going to be harvesting. And it's clear it looks like that he's going to be our attacker, DPSer, and pretty much all around hunter. So, good start so far. Like, next to Leatherface, he's the one with the most savagery. Cook comes in at a solid second. At a solid third. Whereas Johnny comes in, and that's all he's about, savagery. So, him and Cook are about the same. Wrong. So when it comes to Johnny, what are his abilities? Well, first, Johnny's first ability is called Hunt. Track the movements of victims while searching for any footprints left behind. So what this ability lets you do is when you see victims moving around, or if you've been in an area where victims are, you activate this power. And then it'll say search for clues. Clues look like footprints. They'll always be on the ground. There's nothing on the sides. There's nothing on the walls. It's always going to be a set of footprints on the ground. So then when you find some footprints, you hold down the button and it'll highlight those footprints and show you the path that those footprints took. So it does exactly as it says. He can track the movements of the victims. His other ability, because all the family members have like 2 abilities. His other ability is that when he attacks, he causes concussive attacks. Now, this isn't anything really special. All it does is just for the victim it creates a sort of disoriented effect on their screen to where the screen just goes blurry for a moment. So no real thing of benefit there. So with those powers and looking at the way things are laid out, I thought, okay, what is Johnny supposed to do? Because you got him here, but he doesn't have anything that would support your cook. He doesn't have anything that will support Sissy or Hitchhiker, because if he's paired with Cook, what is he going to do? It's not like he can help lock things down because he doesn't have any ability to lock stuff down. Johnny, unfortunately, cannot duck. And he also cannot fit through crawl spaces and wall spaces like Sissy and Hitchhiker can. However, he does have the ability to kick the crawl spaces closed like Cook can. So, like I said, with that given, it just seemed like Johnny didn't do much. Like, he can't help Cook lock down things and slow progression like Sissy and Hitchhiker can. If he's with Sissy, he can't help her slow progress. And if he's with Hitchhiker, he can't help him slow progress or, lock areas down. So I was thinking, what the heck is Johnny good for? I tried to play him, and it just didn't seem like it was clicking. It just seemed like he stuck out like a sore thumb. So I was looking at this going, okay, you know what? I don't understand why they would put time and effort into a character to essentially make a throwaway character who has no synergy with anybody. But that's the way it seemed with Johnny. That he just had no synergy with anybody. He's just his own thing and he does his own thing. So I figured, why even go over that? It was pointless. You just go ahead and just move on to Leatherface, that's somebody of value. So while I was in the process of brushing up on my Leatherface and getting back used to being in the basement and relearning that environment, I came to a moment where I was chasing a victim and the victim took off. Or I was at a room, the victim shut the door. I opened the door and there were two exits to that room. There was like a door to the back and then there was a crawl space. It had taken me time to saw that to saw the door down. Good Lord, my English program is broken today. And by the time I sawed it down and got in, she was gone. And I thought to myself, this would be a perfect opportunity. If I had Johnny's power, this would be a perfect opportunity to use it. And that's when the light bulb went off. I had thought about him being a asset and an ally to Hitchhiker, Cook, and Sissy. But I never thought about him being a backup to Leatherface. If you think about it, being able to track victims in the basement area is perfect. Like, that is where his ability actually has the potential to shine, because that whole place is full of nothing but crawl spaces and wall spaces for the victims to get through. It is hard to run in behind them. But if you can track them, you don't have to run in behind them. You can just follow their tracks and find out where they went. So that's when the light bulb clicked. He is supposed to help Leatherface. So I'm thinking, okay, so then he's supposed to come down into the basement, help Leatherface. Sounds about right. But unfortunately, you can only get into the basement in one of two ways. Either you feed Grandpa and get his level up that way, or you turn around and you wait for the victims to make enough noise to wake Grandpa up. Other than that, there's no way into the basement. So I was thinking, dang. So Johnny is kind of useless until he can actually get into the basement. Okay, all right. So I played a little bit with that in mind. And let's just say it opened the door to the way that Johnny is supposed to play. Yes, he is supposed to be a support to Leatherface. However, he becomes a support to everyone else once the victims actually get out and start running around. While, yes, you can see the victims run and you can see where they go and stuff like that, there are moments where they're able to just ninja vanish on you and you have no idea which way they went. On the surface, Johnny has that ability to be able to track them. Unfortunately, because he can't fit through crawl spaces or wall gaps, if a set of tracks goes there, then you're kind of screwed. You have to go around. But it could also be right where the victim is hiding, in a room that they know you have to go around to because you can't go through the crawl space. So that led to me playing a few more games with Johnny. And as I played with that in mind, with him being like something of a backup to Leatherface, and then supporting the rest of the crew by pretty much patrolling, because you can set him up to actually move pretty fast. He can get a perk called Scout. And this is the one that increases your movement speed by a certain percentage, but it reduces your melee damage by a whole lot. With someone like him, it doesn't matter. Because as you can see with this, my savagery, this build, my savagery is already at 50. So it's already at its max. 30% from that is just going to bring me down to the level of, maybe cook. So not that much of a loss. And it gives him the ability to be able to chase after people. Because what you will be doing with Johnny is you will be watching gates. Even though you can't lock them down or you can't put something in the way, you're the thing that's in the way. So let's go ahead and let's get started with our training as Johnny. So this is his ability. This is Hunt. And as you can see, you could choose either detection range of clues left by victims is increased by 15%. So this means that you'll be able to see clues better and you'll be able to see more clues. And then increases ability recharge rate by 14%. This is how fast it recharges once you're done using the ability. And then on this side, we have consumption rate for footprint tracking reduced by 7. So when you use the ability, it uses up the power. So this actually reduces that. Then when you get to your life-altering rank 3 abilities, you've got analyze clues faster, to where the clues left by victims can be analyzed 50% faster. Hunt level 3, middle, footprint freshness, changes the color of footprints based on how recently they were left. So what this does is, say for instance, you come across footprints and then they split off in 3 different directions. Those other 2 directions either could have been left by 2 other victims, or the same victim, or different victims at different times. You don't know in the very beginning, you just see the footprints. This actually helps tell how recent those footprints are, exactly like it says. So this is almost like something that you should get at the beginning, but of course, they always say the thing that you technically need till the end. But then you've also got this, which is increases the range of footprint trails by 100%. So I'm not sure how this one works, because as long as you have ability, you can follow the footprints wherever they go until your ability runs out. So I don't know if this shows you more without you having to go as far. That's what I would think. But we'll see. We'll see as we go. So the build I'm working with right now with Johnny is, first of all, tracker tagged. We have a tracker tagged. You gotta have this. This is the talent that Sissy was missing. And this is the one that where if you hit a victim, it highlights them. Because you've got no other way to ping people, this is going to be it. So that when he finds somebody, the other family members get a ping and they know. Then we got Serrated, which we know what this is all about. And Serrated is good on Johnny because, of course, this is going to give him that damage over time on top of his heavy damage. So even if they get away from you, they're going to be hurting. Then Scout, this is for the speed to be able to keep up with the victims. So that's how this is set up. And then your grandpa talents, I usually go between these. Now, I could get brute strength, but my melee damage is already through the roof. Leatherface's is already through the roof. This is not really gonna help anybody. But then you got exterior alarms, which, when active, all critical doors and gates are highlighted for 5 seconds if they're open. This is what I feel like, even though everybody could get this ability, this is going to be his benefit that he brings, if nothing else, by being able to have the doors highlighted so that you can at least see when people are going in and out of them that don't need to be. Then, of course, the old faithful, nobody escapes hell. The mini game for locked doors is 40% more difficult for all victims. So I've got that, and then as you can see, he's capable of getting other talents, but that requires him to go different ways in his skill tree. So, also, for loadouts, I've also got some things that are based off of his ability. This one is a rough version of that. And I'm working between this one and this one. Now, what this one does is, this is what I call my basement dweller spec. So this is if I'm on a map where I feel like I'm going to be spending a whole lot of time in the basement. And what this does is, I smell blood, which increases your proximity range to help you stay focused. So this helps you with tracking footprints and being able to see them. So, and how far they go. And I think how many show up at once. Then you got patience, which is Johnny's only unique ability, I believe. Standing still will reduce your ability consumption rate by 20. You can run when you activate the ability. If you have proximity range, you'll see more footsteps without having to move as far. So this is supposed to help you in that you move slowly or you just don't move at all. And you see, like I'm working with this one because sometimes the way they word things in game is just weird. Like standing still is like, but you have to move when you use this to a certain extent in order to reveal the rest of the tracks. So then, of course, tracker tag, so that anything I tag that's in the basement, if Face is down there, then he's going to be able to do what he needs to do, find him. So Johnny going into the basement, when does it need to be done? Either when both Face and whoever else is on the map are both upstairs, or in a moment where Face is downstairs and and you've got two supports upstairs, but it's a moment where if you slide down there or you see victims moving around in a specific area or trying to mess with certain doors, then that's when you will go ahead and you will go down there just to add a little bit of pressure. So the whole thing is to not get lost down there, because you don't want to leave one person up top, because once the victims realize that, they will take advantage of it, and we all know what that looks like. So with this spec, I've got savagery as high up as I can go, but then I also put some more points into endurance, because he's going to be moving around quite a bit, tracking people. And then, of course, if it leads to a wall gap or a crawl space, you got to go around. You got to close the crawl space first and then go around. So, with that having been said, let's go ahead and let's start with Johnny. So, like I said, it depends on the map. Let's go ahead and set that up. So we'll be using between these two loadouts, and then I'll explain once we get to each area, which loadout to choose or which loadout might be best. And then we'll go with it. Okay? Let's get busy. All right, we're on gas station. So what we're gonna need here is we're gonna need our runner spec. We're not going to the basement so much. Okay, and no, I'm not being faced, so goodbye. All right, so I couldn't even explain that. So next match.
Man believed to be responsible for multiple stranglings in East Texas is finally in custody tonight. Authorities followed a tip that led them to a deserted motel outside Bryan, where they caught the man in the act of subduing 36-year-old Kelsey Keogh. The man, whose name is being withheld, claimed he and Kelsey were participating in an agreed-upon way, and that he had no connections to the murders that have plagued the eastern part of the state since last June.
It's time. How the hell did those kids find us?
Uh-oh. Time to move. Here we go. So what we want to do is we want to watch this entrance, this exit, and then we want to watch our other exit over here. This one and this one. Ah, our cook is here already. He's got him. All right, let's go check our next exit. So we just chase her away. Make her go back that way. Check where our cook is at. Oh, he actually went down there. Okay, so this means I need to switch gears. We need to go check this back gate. Because if both of them are down... I hear you. I see you. I'm gonna trap you too.
Your little friend put up a better fight than this. Come on. Make it interesting.
Aw, crap. Someone has already made it out. Crap. Where's my support? Skip it. We've got a visitor. Out of stamina. And we let her go for now. Make sure our doors are closed. Let's head back. All right, let's grab some blood. Even though he doesn't have the best blood, any help is good help. So, now that we know where she's not going to come back from, let's go check where she will come back from. There you are. Get her. All right. Let's go check our other doors. Where is Face? Face is way the heck out there. Okay. All right, we're going to check our back area just to make sure that no one has decided to mess with that fuse. Dude, close the door. Good Lord, you people. Oh, it's getting annoying. All right, back to action. All right, so I'm going to let Face take care of that. Meanwhile, so anybody who goes out that way deals with him. Meanwhile, we make sure nobody gets out this way. Did you let her out? Did you let her out? Yes, you did. Okay, his lock is still there. All right, Face is back. All right, Cook, where you at, buddy? You're over there. All right. All right, here we go. I gotta make this run quick. I knew that's what they were going to wind up doing. Just activate the steam pump. It's what they all do. How is that ability still on cooldown? This is where the steam pump is at. Dude, how? I made sure to get out of that. Did you see that? Whatever, dude. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, all of a sudden, stuff doesn't want to operate correctly. Step through the door. Stupid. Of course you all escaped. What'd you think was going to happen? I don't know what the hell my other two teammates were doing. And neither one of them is up here. I did better than you did, buddy. At least I hit her. I need to figure out what is wrong with this audio. It only happens on certain games, too. Alright. So first and foremost, I have no idea what kind of crack our cook was on going down into the basement. Bad idea. But everybody is entitled to play the way they want. So it's just not the most ideal place for the cook to be. I mean, you can hear it's good for a mind trick. But even though you can hear, you can't chase anybody. So let's keep it moving. I like how I came in automatically selected. That was interesting. I've never had that happen before. All right, and we're back on the slaughterhouse again. All right, yeah, it's best to go ahead and it's best to go with this and proximity alarms. We're going to hope that Sissy knows what she's doing. We're going to hope she watched the show and that this player knows how to work with Sissy. I already see the setup. The setup is already looking nice. So that's good. Face it, his is looking like damage build. So now it's gonna be my job to help with Sissy and watch the main area. So I'm gonna have to be selective when I go down into the basement.
County for a missing University of Texas student. The sheriff's department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Nude. The vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search in nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth new leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information.
That's how we handle that business. So you can do that to scare them. So we're learning. Okay, we should have everything we need for this, a gas station night. Yeah, I'm not going to be going in the basement that often. You'll see why. Face has got the basement covered. I've got the tops. And of course, the steam valve. Now, when we get to Family House, that's when we're going to be using our other spec, our tracker spec, because that's when we're definitely going to be down in the basement. As long as someone is in the house patrolling, I can go down and help Face.
Was disturbingly serene. The ranch was devoid of livestock. Instead, 13 men, all dressed in plain white clothes, were sitting in chairs spread throughout the property. Each one was wearing a simple broken belt, a pair of sunglasses, holding a costume.
Knew I should have handled this myself. Go ahead and hide. It ain't gonna matter. Escapes me. If Grandpa was able, this would be over by now. Better go feed him.
Time to hunt. Dude. Figure out what you're going to do. Either close the door or investigate. Do one of them. See, she ran back down that way. Sissy, what are you doing out here, girl? Who's up top? Whoa. Dude, I'm Johnny. You can just do that? Okay. Where are your damn footsteps at? The footsteps did not go here. But she's here. Let's hurry. I didn't see the footsteps going over here. But she is here. Gotta find. Ah. Okay, nobody's at the back. Sissy, get on that. Where did my clue go? Oh, it's a Julie. Alright, and if it's a Julie, then that means I can't see her steps because she turned on her power. Yep, you better run to the back. Sissy, what are you doing here? They're not getting away from my end, they're getting away from yours. Man, I really wish I could get this audio to quit tripping out. So on that one, every single victim escaped. Every last one. Every single one from the rear exit. Ah, it's because our Leatherface disconnected. It's too bad I can't select him and I just know if I see JoJo again, I'm marking you, I'm blocking you, and I'm leaving. I won't report you because we have no record of why the person left the match. Come on, family house. And of course, you'd put me on a family house where there's already these two. Thanks for nothing. And neither one of them are about to switch. And I'm not either. So, later. Just gotta find a good team that knows what they're doing. That's all. There we are. Let's switch it up. Oh crap, hold on. I got something for you, Cook. There you go. Him having security pins, that's going to buff him up big time. Yes, it's nice to have the doors, but security pins on top of having 40% once we get that pop talent active, that's going to make his lock spectacular. Now he's rank 1, so that means he can only hear his own business, but that's okay. That's still enough of a threat. But you guys can see, you see how much of a trip it was when I went into the basement? Now I should have just went on in, shut the door, and started chasing. Like the only time that I should have been using my ability is if I walked in and they just all took off running and I didn't know which way they went. But I didn't know that many of them were all sitting right there waiting on her to pick that lock. And sometimes you let a person pick a lock just to be able to get out, because then as soon as they try and get out, that's when you walk right in.
Continues in Muerto County for a missing University of Texas student. The sheriff's department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search to the nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth new leads. Family
I knew I should have handled this myself. I'll
We've got cheaters. You behind me, Cook? Come on. Got that? Alright, let's make sure they didn't get out any other way first. Oh, so you're gonna do that, huh? Yeah. I barred stuff in one hit. How about that? So that's one of Johnny's good things, that he can barge things in one hit. Please say this is not unlocked. Damn it. Let's move. I see you.
Go ahead and hide. It ain't gonna matter.
Cool. All right.
Time to play.
But there's got to be some tracks. If there's no clues, I can't follow anything. So they knew. These people must have known as soon as they saw Johnny on the team what kind of party it was going to be. So now I'm outside. We're on outside patrol.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Okay, that's still active. Good. All right, let's hit that back door. Because if they're going anywhere, that's where they're going. I see the other one. Wait a minute. How did she come back?
This is pointless, you know. Quit stalling.
How many times is she gonna come back? You guys are late, dude. It's over with. What were you in the house doing? Spanking it? Man. Okay, you guys give me a moment. Suiting up now, Uncle Alfred. We're going to get to the bottom of whatever this glitch is with the sound. It's getting on my nerves. All right, let's see if we can do it this time. Did you see that with all the Julies? I'm like, what are you trying to do? Troll me? But I could have swore that Julie escaped, then somehow turned around and came back and opened up the same gate. No, that was Connie that I saw escape. Now I'm trying to figure, I thought it was Connie who escaped first. Her and Julie both look alike. It's kind of ridiculous. Let's see, we're at gas station night. I'll be using that spec. You've already got that.
Bro, what part of the ocean do you live under? Like, are you aquatic?
Okay.
I told him not to save money at Goodwill, but you know.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
save 'em.
weakness?
We're gonna do that. Let's rock, people.
Scheduled draining of the Colton Reservoir was put on hold when city workers discovered the remains of more than a dozen animal corpses. The bodies are reported as being in various states of mutilation. Authorities believe the carcasses are from packs of wandering wild dogs, with them most likely to be rabid. Residents are cautioned to refrain from consuming any water sourced from the reservoir and be on the lookout for potentially dangerous animals that are not restrained. The search continues in Puerto County.
That's what I get for taking it easy on them.
All right. Positions. Sissy, where are you? All right, we're going to patrol back and forth here. Because right now they're up in this area. All right, Sissy's here now. So because Johnny can move the way that he does, although I forgot to switch back to my speedy spec, it's okay. Good job, dear. Where's Pawpaw at? Over there. Okay. We want to keep our watch here and here. This is my territory. This is my domain. And all you need to do is just be able to keep an eye out. Move over. Get her. Or him. All right, let me go get some blood. What is that? Gotta make sure she's not there to mess with me. No, you will not be stunning me today, sweetheart. Not today, Liebchen, not today. Okay, sissy girl, you almost got shanked. Okay, I was gonna say, there is no entrance over here. So what did she just climb up? There is no entrance over here. Huh. Odd. Bleed. Don't worry, I got this area covered. She's over there shanking the hell out of her. I were you, I'd run. All right, we're good. So pretty much this is it. This is the patrol. Ah. Well, how about that? Never even knew that entrance/exit existed. Now that I know. Sissy, you covered down there, sweetie? Okay, nobody's been down here. Wouldn't do it if I were you. She's gone. Don't worry. We do have a Julie, though. Basement open. Exit opened. Okay, let's go do something about that. She will not make it. Nice move, guys. But it did not save you. Yeah, like literally give him some. There you go. And we will be maxed out. There she is. Would you or shall I? You go there. I'll go over here. So we all know which way she's going. Really? Oh. That's why. She's gone. That it? I do not know what is up with this sound. She's gone now. Do not know what is up with this sound. Not bad, team. Not bad at all. Level up. All right, so not bad. I got to shank the one who thought she was going to be cute and I'm just going to sit here and nobody even cares. Okay. Well, you can activate that, but it's funny because I almost just pushed her out the way and then deactivated the fuse, then killed her because it was obvious she was just trying to be a roadblock. But not bad. Not bad. But I don't want to know what the heck is up with this sound. Like, that is ridiculous. So as you can see, we're getting the flow. We're getting the flow. All right, this is family house. So that means Sissy has got top. I'll be going down to help Face out. But I gotta get to the house fast in order to be able to support him. In case we have rushers.
The search continues in Muerto County for a missing University of Texas student. The sheriff's department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search into the nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth new leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information regarding her disappearance to please come forward. A woman has been arrested for the attempted murder of local farm magnates.
Like, this is gonna make me want to learn the basement so I could learn how to dive into the basement, run to another section, come back out, and then patrol that way. It's only gonna make Johnny better.
This week, when a rare poison was discovered in his system, this led to Rose's arrest. Despite recommendations, the Boren began to suspect Miss Rose wasn't who she claimed she was, when efforts to reach her previous employers resulted.
We're gonna be patient. It's a waiting game. All right, let's head up.
Look, you're gonna want this to end fast. Trust me on that. This is pointless, you know. Quit stalling. Aw, you leaving so soon? Oh, you ain't getting away. I'm keeping you.
That's one.
They always try to.
All right. Who's still here? We should be able to get her. Don't worry. I'll stay out here and keep you company.
It ain't gonna matter.
That'll be the end of that for now.
More careful.
All right, now they're going to have to get back outside again. So that's a good thing. Okay. Who let the frickin' door open? See if we can find anything.
Don't you worry about that.
Crap.
Nobody escapes me. Where y'all run off to?
Tracker. Dude, hello. Activate the power. Oh, okay. I was like, why won't it activate the power? Somebody quit. Massacre. Did pretty well. Didn't get no kills that time around, but that's okay. So at family house, stay in the back area. Got it. We need to upgrade. I really don't seem to be having any problems with my recharge rate, like my rate costs, just because because with the appropriate spec, when he uses this, like, we need to see more clues. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna see more clues. So we got our first level. Awesome. Usually we go with that unless somebody else is running proximity alarms. So this is not doing too bad, but as you can see, it's very dependent on me using my abilities. So until we get to the point to where the abilities become pivotal, we'll be moving back and forth between the two loadouts. This one and that one. So let's start with this one and see where we land at. I didn't even get the chance to go down into the basement that often. All right, please stand by, everybody. Game crash. I don't even know why they did that. But that's one of the things about being on the PC side is that you can and will have that happen to you. I'll be glad when they fix it. Now, that's the first time you guys have ever had to see it on this stream, so that's a good thing. Goodness. Tried to hard lock me out my stuff. I'll tell you, dude. I don't know what they were mad for. I mean, that was cute that they all tried to run to that one exit. And he almost had it. Had he been able to open that gate, they all would have made it out. But if I would have had my speedy spec, I definitely would have got him. So it looks like it's going to be more about having scout on him, on Johnny right now. Just to be able to make those treks. Which reminds me of my early days as hitchhiker. All right, restarting and re-preparing. Back to action. All right, let's roll. Once again, big apologies for that, everybody. Had somebody who was salty in that last match.
Investigate reports of cattle abuse, but what they found instead was disturbingly serene. The ranch was devoid of livestock. Instead, 13 men, all dressed in plain white clothes, were sitting in chairs spread throughout the property. Each one was wearing a pair of sunglasses and holding a copy of King James' Bible. No man showed signs of abuse, neglect, or
And that's still not helping the sound. Okay, quick decision. Really? I'll lose to the weakest one, huh? Really? That's all you keep trying to do, huh? Show me something else, punk. Show me something else. Good.
It's all right. Big boy's gonna be right in your face soon enough. Die, you bastard!
Need to go back up. That Sonny was left unprotected. He might have opened this door. Let's head downstairs. See, now someone's gonna have to stay down here. I'm gonna leave it up to you two. Hell, I'm gonna have to.
Nobody escapes me.
Powering up to scan for clues. There are no clues to scan for. Powering down. I hope the two of them can handle it up there. the worst thing you could have did. I know right where you went, buddy.
They always try to hide. It's always the same game.
Okay, that's our closest exit. But I also know that Sunny is down here. Man, I hate having to do guard duty. And I don't want to leave because the second I leave, the very second I leave, we all know what's going to happen. You're gonna die. He just dropped right into my lap from that mine. Hi. What's your name? See, it was worth it to stay down there. Now, if only I would have known what they were getting ready to set up, then we would have stopped that sewage exit escape. But only one got out. Only one lived. That's called a win to me. So, all right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and go one more match for the evening. And then tomorrow, we will be back with more Johnny, getting deeper into his play style. I mean, it's pretty basic. The only thing that we get to see that's different are the scenarios. Yeah. The only thing you get to see different are the scenarios that you're in and the settings. So we're at Slaughterhouse again. Oh boy. So guess what? That means somebody's gonna have to stay down there and guard the pipe. Unless Sissy, which this one isn't high enough level to do it yet. She doesn't have the dot on her poison. But hopefully she's still poisoning stuff and tricking people into thinking so. We'll see. We're gonna have to get this guy out. You might have a good hitchhiker. We don't need you. We need a face. Patience. Those two were actually pretty good with their abilities and their talents. So they should stay together. I should go. We'll roll with that. Let's get him. Ooh, gas station. Yes.
The search continues in Muerto County for a missing University of Texas student. The Sheriff's Department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search into the nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth the leads. Family and friends are urging anyone with information regarding her disappearance to please come forward. Personal belongings.
this would be over by now. I better go feed him.
One made it. I don't know how she did it, but one made it. We won't let it happen again. Did you let her out? I really hope you didn't. Well, now I'm gonna have to stand here. Now, dude, how is she running that fast? All right, you and you. Exit I. Let me out of this. Thank you. Good Lord, run. Actually, you know, all of you are getting it. You too. Not today. Not today. And that's how we'll end this night. A group of speed hackers. You wasn't fast enough. Gotta love it. All right. And y'all got reported. And you got reported for all being in a team. So that means that you all knew what you were doing. Speed hacking. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and let's tune this down just a little bit. All right, everybody, that's going to be it for the evening. So sorry for the late start. Tomorrow should be getting started at the regular time of 5 o'clock. If not, then 5:30. But I'm definitely seeing 5 o'clock. But yeah, this is what it is with Johnny. As you can see, you kind of got to have the right setup with him. But as long as people know how to play along with him, and what he can and cannot do, then it makes for better teams. Like even that last one, we would have been okay as long as those people weren't speed hacking. But I guess once they saw that we were keeping watch on things so good, they didn't see no other way out. So the way out should have been learn how to play. Don't cheat. So that's Johnny. That's Johnny. That's our first day as him. I hope you guys found this informative, and I hope it taught you how he works. Because a lot of people do not like to play Johnny. A lot of people say that he sucks and that he's not good. But as you can see, he has his place. I even thought he sucked. I even thought he wasn't good. But as we can see, he has his place. It was just learning where that place was and how to work with that place. That's the trick. So, we're going to continue this tomorrow with more Johnny. And unfortunately, I probably won't be able to get his ability up to rank 3 to show you what it really looks like in its full flare. But we'll see what we can do. All right? So, see you all tomorrow. If you liked the episode, if it was informative, you all know what to do. All right? See you tomorrow.